is Clara day 2. She was a little dry on top because I left her for an extra 3 hours. It was a rough day. So I took off the dry top and had just enough starter to have 60 grams. Then I added the 30 grams of bread flour and the 30 grams of whole wheat flour, along with 60 grams of Poland Springs, so let's see what happens. So how did I handle the last few days? Not well. Remember saying to my husband, I don't think people are meant to handle so many big things at once. I am really trying to stay in the moment, to focus on the now, because that's all I have control over. So before getting out of bed and taking Aiden to work, I popped on some guided meditation and some tone therapy, had my heated blanket, and did some breath work. Since my body is always super tight, breath work is really hard. But I have noticed that recently some parts of me are not constantly contracted, which has been nice. When I first start breath work, it's super difficult to do. All my breathing is done superficially and at the very top of my chest. I have to really concentrate to breathe and have my stomach expand. After I stopped focusing on the breath work and just breathed normal, I noticed that it instantly went back to shallow breathing, and I really want to work on that. Another thing that I did was take a shower. Sometimes the effort to shower, either from depression or pain, is too much. But I still challenged myself to take a hot shower, let the warm water wash over me, and to compensate, I didn't wash my hair. Today, I lit a candle in my room. It's a small self-care moment, but it counts. I love candles. Honestly, if I had a new pair of socks every day and a continuous supply of candles, my life would be set. Talking to my husband about how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling also helps. This week, in addition to the disability review paperwork, Ron's upcoming pre-op, Aiden's scan, I also made a mistake. One that I knew that I was making, but I made nonetheless. Right now, our world is insane. It constantly feels like everyone is holding their breath, and it's so heavy and divided. I made the mistake of watching news that I knew would not be healthy for me, but I thought if I'm choosing to watch it, the risk of scars and irritation isn't there because I'm not surprised. So there shouldn't be any body flashbacks. Wrong. So wrong. My chest was a rock. My arms were rigid and straight at my side, and my fists were clenched so tight that they were white and hurt to open. I believe that was the thing that broke open an already difficult week. It deregulated me so fast. It took 24 hours before I could even talk to Ron about what it was exactly that brought me to that point. After 9/11, I stopped watching the news for 10 years. I know that things are really important right now, and rights and freedoms are vital. But I also know that protecting my peace and my mental health starts with me. So I will be heavily censoring my news intake for a while. Sometimes ignorance is bliss is necessary and healthy. It is okay to step back from the social climate to protect yourself, even if it's only for a time. Boundaries and self-protection matter, and you are worth it. This is why I made my world small, because the ugly side of healing is messy, tiring, and sometimes a little unhinged. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to push through, because I believe for the first time ever that I am worth it, and I am determined.